Well, I think all of us have heard about the Ebola outbreak in Africa, particularly in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. With us is Rayne Guest, who's an infection prevention specialist. Rayne, I remember Ebola about 10 years ago, and it panicked people. We had Ebola cases here. What did we learn from 10 years ago that's going to help us, hopefully, prevent a repeat of Ebola coming to these shores?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that we've learned a lot. There are just some basic lessons in infection prevention 101 that nobody is following anymore. It's almost like we're wanting some panic with it. And I'll tell you, one of the basic things that we can all do to help protect ourselves against Ebola is just really hype up our hygiene. And make sure we're washing our hands frequently, make sure that we're not rubbing our faces with our hands, make sure that we're actually using disinfectants properly so that we can actually kill the germs before they infect us.
Okay,
so those are just some really simple things.
Okay, so obviously at this time, just as when COVID came, you just got to be a little bit more careful and cautious. What about the idea of maybe reintroducing masks into our lives? That I know was controversial, particularly.
So masks?
But
masks.
Controversial in the sense that when they were mandated, a lot of people said, "Well, I want to wear a mask, but I don't want the government to mandate that." Do you think we're getting close to that with Ebola, or is that quite a ways off?
Well, Ebola really isn't spread that way, right? It's not an aerosolized pathogen. Right. So that wouldn't be. It is spread by coming in contact with contaminated fluid and then touching yourself, giving it a portal to enter your body, your eyes, your nose, your mouth. So that is how Ebola is spread. The issue even with an aerosolized pathogen like COVID, COVID lives on surfaces for extended periods of time. So without the guidance of how to actually disinfect surfaces, those masks actually became an extra chain in the infection process. Because now what you had people setting their masks on contaminated surfaces because they weren't disinfected properly, and then they were putting them up to their face for 24 hours a day. So it actually became an issue. So we just don't have any proper guidance. So I don't see masks right now, but I'm sure that fear will happen, and people will want to revert back to some of the methodology that they were using during the COVID era.
But the reason I ask that is just in my own travels the last few days, going to the store or whatever, I've noticed there seems to be more people, for better or worse, who are wearing masks. I don't know if it's coincidence or if it's concern about Ebola, but obviously that has been in the news. It is a pretty tough disease. Put it in context, though, if you would. You know more about this than I do. Put it in context of where we are today as to where we were. I think it was just about 10 years ago. I could be wrong on that, but it was about a decade ago when it came to America. There were people who were impacted in America. I don't think anyone has been actually found to have Ebola, at least as of this moment in America.
Yeah, correct. So we could be at a much better place today. But we're not, because we're not educating people properly on actually how to kill the pathogens. We're focused on contact tracing. We're focused on giving a screening to somebody at an airport. We're focused on isolating people once they have the infection. So being in the world of infection prevention, those are very reactive versus proactive measures. So let me ask you, let's say you probably have products. Let's do a little education 101 for folks at home.
Sure.
So you probably have products that you use in your house, right, when people are sick and you want to, let's just say, disinfect your home or sanitize your home. Mm-hmm. How do you go about doing that?
Well, simple. Whatever products I have, I'm kind of a bit of a clean freak. I make sure that my counters
Okay.
are always washed down a couple of times a day with hot water. I'm not doing it on every surface, but wherever food is, I want to make sure that is always clean, so that anything is.
What do you use? What do you use?
Whatever,
Do
probably.
you know? Do you?
Yeah, product names, which I don't need to mention, but the typical products that people would have, I assume we get them at the grocery store like everyone else. There's these products that are, cleaners. Obviously, you're leading the the witness here, and as a lawyer, I know how you lead a witness, so you're doing a good job. Tell me, let's cut to the chase here, and tell me what you as the CEO of ArrowClean want us to do. What are the products that we should be using?
Well, you should be using my product because it kills germs.
I'm with you.
Under a minute.
Tell me about your
Right?
products. That's why you're here.
And it's hypoallergenic, and it's safe,
don't be shy.
and it kills germs really fast. So let's talk about what is generally out there in the public, what is being used in airports, what's being used in hotels, are products that they're quaternary ammonia-based products. And they have to sit wet on a surface for 10 minutes in order to actually kill the germs.
Okay.
Did you ever hear about that during COVID? Did anybody ever talk to you about that?
Nope. You're telling me. I explained to you that I wash down. I will basically. We have a big island in the kitchen, and I'll take some paper towels, put hot water on them, and rub it down.
I want people to go under your kitchen sink and take out that bottle of whatever product you have under there that you're using to disinfect in your home. And if you read the little 6-point font on the back, what you're probably going to see is that in order to disinfect, you have to spray it on the surface and you have to let it sit for 10 minutes. And what you find is if you actually try to do that, you're going to have to reapply that product 3 times in order for it to stay wet for 10 minutes. So here's a huge gap in infection prevention that we have. All these disinfectants that people are using in public facilities, in airports, in hotels, everywhere, 10 minutes, and nobody lets it sit that long. And during COVID, it would have been prime time for somebody to come up and say, look, these products are safe. What they were saying is these products are safe and effective if you use them according to the manufacturer's label.
Like any product. So tell me, because I'm running out of time here, your product, you represent a company called ArrowClean.
Go to ArrowClean.com, 100% kill of pathogens in under a minute, which sounds like a long time, but when you compare it to the 10 minutes of other products, it's not. It's hypoallergenic. Yes.
You have made the case. You've made it effectively as well. ArrowClean.com. Where are you located?
We're located in Texas, where the World Cup will be.
Okay. We'll see about that. I guess I don't know. I'm not a big FIFA soccer person. I'm a baseball guy. I'm a hopeless Red Sox fan. Okay, so cut me some slack here. So ArrowClean, I assume people can get. Did I what?
Oh, I said, did you play baseball?
Yes, I did in high school and college. Yeah, that's about as far as I went, though. So I'm not criticizing anybody. Trust me, there were a lot of people better than me. So ArrowClean products. I'm trying to work with you here.
So go ArrowClean, ArrowClean.com. Go to ArrowClean.com. You can read about it, buy it online.
Perfect. And you guys ship it.
Help you out.
You guys ship it, I assume.
Absolutely.
Right? Don't have to go through Amazon. We can go directly to you.
Just send us an email and we'll get you some product.
All right, I'm going to send you an email. I'm going to send it to your attention, and you're going to help me out here and guide me a little bit, okay?
I'm going to guide you in the right direction.
That's the only direction I want to ever be guided. Trust me on that. Rayne Guest, thank you so much. ArrowClean.com. Thanks, Rayne. Great, fun interview. Absolutely. Okay, thanks so much.